What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 70, and we start today's episode off with a game against Eintracht Frankfurt here at the Olympiastadion in the Bundesliga after coming on the back of managing to get through on away goals against Barcelona in the Champions League quarterfinals. So we're now through to the semi-finals of that competition, and to be honest, I came into this game, and as you can see by the league table, we are 5 points clear of Borussia Dortmund with just 6 games to go, I think it is. And yeah, things are looking really good. I think now, and I don't mean to jinx it, but I really do feel as though we've got one hand on the title, and I just cannot see Borussia Dortmund coming back, which is really good, but you never really know, to be honest. In FIFA, anything can happen, and well, the first chance this game would fall in the 5th minute as Serge Gnabry got played forward, but the shot was saved, and then the follow-up shot was blocked. But we made a really good start in this game, and despite the fact we are leading the league and playing very well, I still really wanted to win this game, obviously, and I wanted to make sure we wouldn't be slipping up. And in the 20th minute, well, we would actually score a very bizarre goal because Serge Gnabry fires in a shot from the edge of the area, and Kevin Volland, who was just being played onside, he has the most incredible ball control you'll see, because if you see this on the replay, he chests the ball, then somehow sticks out a leg to control it, and then volleys it in. It was an amazing piece of control before a nice finish as well. But it's 1-0 to Hertha Berlin, and it's a really good start. In the 26th minute, Frankfurt tried to respond here with a free kick. They roll it off towards Flum, he strikes it, but Ter Stegen makes a good stop, and we managed to get the ball away. So still 1-0, and from that we clear it away, but they keep the pressure alive the away side, and as Kadlec gets on the ball down the right hand side, it's a good chance. He plays it back towards Sebastian Rode, plays it back to Kadlec, in towards Meyer, I think that's how you pronounce it. He plays it back towards Kadlec, who strikes it, but thankfully for us, Ter Stegen came out and made a really good save. So still 1-0, and directly from that corner, Flum stands over the ball, swings it across towards Seferovic in the area, who heads the ball, but he puts it wide, and it goes out for a goal kick. So still Hertha Berlin 1, Frankfurt 0, and the away side were gaining confidence, looking quite threatening. And as Kadlec gets on the ball here in the 32nd minute, he collects the ball, gets onto his right foot, drills it across the face of goal, but Flum ends up smashing the ball against the far post from right on the edge, not on the edge of the area, but right next to the byline. It was a tight angle. It would have been difficult for him, but you still would have fancied him to score that one. He didn't, and it's still 1-0. And in the 44th minute, the former Frankfurt right back, Young, for us, crosses the ball in, and the header is won by Kevin Volland, I think it was, but it was well saved. And from the corner, it is Volland who crosses the ball in. Robin goes to the header, it goes up in the air, and William Carvalho's header is a simple save for a trap. So still 1-0, and we were leading the first half, but it was quite a balanced game, to be honest. You wouldn't have been surprised to see Frankfurt leading this game, really. But directly from kickoff, they did try and get themselves an equalising goal here as they come forward. Kadlec collects it, gets past Robin and strikes it, but thankfully Ter Stegen makes a good stop and turns it behind for a corner. And in the 61st minute, you see them get on the ball here. Flum rolls it through towards Seferovic, who strikes it, but he puts it wide, and it goes out for a goal kick, and that was how the game would finish. So another 3 points for Hertha Berlin here, and we are really on course to win this Bundesliga. I would be very surprised if we let it slip from our grasp now. With just a couple of games to go, we look as though we've not got just one hand on the title. We've basically got 3 fingers on it from the other hand as well. We're doing very, very well, and I can't see us slipping up, to be honest. But Frankfurt could have possibly came away with a draw in that game, but again, it wouldn't really have mattered, because you would have seen there again, Borussia Dortmund failed to get the win. They could only manage a draw, a goalless draw away at Werder Bremen, and yeah, they just haven't been good at all. Ever since we played them and we drew away from home, they just haven't looked good. And in so many of the games, I've been like, I'll play this game, hopefully get the win, and hopefully there'll be a slip up after the game. We'll see you around the grounds by Dortmund, and it's amazing that 3 times out of 4 that's what happens. They've actually slipped up. You wouldn't expect that, to be honest. But even so, we take on Bayern Munich here for the second of 3 games today. We take them on at the Allianz Arena in the Bundesliga, and with us not having lost the league game for a very, very long time, coming against Bayern Munich here away at the Allianz Arena, you'd usually think this is a game where you'd probably lose, but as they're sitting in 5th, they've just had a diabolical season. I don't know what's happened. I mean, last year you would have seen they got off to a terrible start, yet they went on a crusade in the second half of the season and ended up winning the league. This year, they've done nothing. They've been really really poor. And you know, as we take them on here, this is actually a dress rehearsal for the Champions League semi-final, because we do take them on in the semi-final. So we take them on here, and it is a bit of a dress rehearsal, to be honest. But even so, I really did want to win the game and extend our lead at the top of the table once again. But the first chance would fall to the home side as Goetze and Alaba play a quick 1-2 there. It comes to Bastian Schweinsteiger, but his strike goes harmlessly over the bar and out for a goal kick. And well, to be honest, that was their first chance. But 5 minutes later, Goretzka finds Marco Reus, and we go on the break here. Reus turns his man. It's a great chance here. We rolled the ball out wide towards Goretzka. We got men in the area. I'm not sure whether to drill in across or go for goal myself. A couple of nice skill moves. I do go for goal myself. I put a couple of defenders on the floor, but the shot goes straight into the goalkeeper's gloves, and it is a simple save. And in the 37th minute, another chance here would fall to us. We play a quick throw in. Sydney Sam goes down the right hand side. He's got the pace to beat Dante. He crosses the ball in, and Lasogga has a free header. And well, you know, the term Lasogga with a free header basically equates to goal. You know, that's what it means, because when you give Lasogga that much room in the area, when he's got a free header and he's so good in the air, you know he's going to score. So Lasogga makes it 1-0, and I'm glad to be in front. And in the second half, we started brightly again. Sydney Sam gets on the ball down the right hand side. Gylfi Sigurdsson, our former player, makes a tackle, but we win it back with Sebastian Young. Then Lahm wins the ball, but it comes back to Sebastian Young. He takes the ball round our former teammate Sigurdsson. We whip in an absolutely brilliant cross, and again Lasogga is there to turn it in. This time not with his head. This time he has to swing a leg at the ball to get it into the back of the net, and well, it's the same result, isn't it? You know, he gets the goal. It was a really nice ball by Sebastian Young as well, and we are 2-0 up. And in the 61st minute, you see Rafinha get the ball away, but it only comes as far as your shield. He shoots, but it's a good save by Starker, and it's cleared away for a corner, and from that corner it's crossed into the box by Yashil, who plays it towards William Carvalho, heads it, but unfortunately it cannons off the bar, and Bayern Munich get the ball away. But you know, to be honest, they weren't really threatening. Other than the early chance they had, they didn't really play very well. However, in the 78th minute they would have a chance here as Philippe Lahm finds Müller. Müller gets onto the ball and finds Toni Kroos. Kroos strikes it, but Ter Stegen makes a good stop, turns it behind for a corner, and it is still 2-0 to Hertha Berlin. And directly from that, Lewandowski comes on for Luis Suarez, and from the corner Müller plays it short. Dante ends up whipping it across, and it is Lewandowski for his first touch who almost makes it 2-1, but his header does end up going wide of the post. And that was how the game would finish, a 2-0 victory. And you know, I'll say it again, you know, I say it every single time after a league game, but yeah, we're getting ever closer to lifting that trophy, and yeah, you just can't see us slipping up now. Lasogga's double means we win the game by 2-0, and as I said as well, this was a dress rehearsal for the Champions League semi-final, because we would take them on next. And I was just, you know, I wasn't going to say I was pleasantly surprised with how easy the game was, but it was just one of those games where even though Bayern Munich are sitting in 5th place, and even though they've had a really bad season, you still looked at their team lineup and you thought, do you know what, their team is just as good as ours. You know, why are they sitting in 5th place? But even so, we did win it, and you know, I'm very, very pleased with that. And the following game was going to be against Bayern Munich here in the Champions League semi-final. Like I said, this was the previous game was a bit of a dress rehearsal, so we take them on here, but this time on our turf. They come to the Olympiastadion here in Berlin, and United and Real Madrid playing the other semi-final. The first leg finished 2-1, so as things stand, you probably say whoever wins this tie will face Real Madrid in the final. And yeah, we take them on here. They've got pretty much the same first 11, however they did change the goalkeeper. Akinfeev starts in goal for them, but I still felt confident after we beat them 2-0 away at the Allianz Arena. We should be able to get a win. But the first chance would actually fall here to Bayern Munich in the 14th minute as Thiago gets on the ball, but as he gives the ball away, we go on the break. Kevin Volland finds Lasogga. Lasogga plays the ball over the top towards the runner Marco Reus. Reus takes it around Rafinha here as he stops the ball, then scoop turns, then a Berber spin. He gets a bit lucky here as the ball falls to Lasogga. He finds William Carvalho and he drills it into the bottom corner, and just 17 minutes in, we're already in front. It's a rare goal scorer in our holding midfielder William Carvalho, one of the very few foreign players at the side, but even so, it's a really nice finish by the Portuguese holding midfielder. Drills it into the bottom corner, and we're 1-0 up, and that was pretty much it for the first half. Nothing really happened until just after the second half when Alaba found Suarez, but his shot went wide of the post and out for a goal kick. And in the 72nd minute, we had a corner here. Maximilian Meyer stands over the ball, ends up swinging it across towards Robin, but unfortunately, as the ball goes up in the air, Volland finds Emre Can, but his shot is a simple save for Akinfeev, who turns it behind for a corner. But that was how the game would finish a 1-0 victory. Very, very routine, and Bayern Munich just haven't got it sorted this year. And yeah, touch wood, we could be on for a famous treble, and as things stand, you'll definitely bank on us doing that. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, because it's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of my Next Gen Career Mode very soon.